It is what it is, man. So, yo, the Knicks 9 in a row. Starting the season, did you even anticipate us being in playoff contention? Aside from that, we already made that. We've been in playoff contention all year. So, the whole fact of the matter of saying that are we for real? We've been for real all year. But the thing now is the 9-game winning streak. So, I invited someone to pop in here. I don't know if they're gonna come in or not. We'll see if they pop in. But one thing I want to say is that during this 9-game winning streak, it's not for the simple fact that we've been winning. It's not like we've been winning by accident. We've actually been instilling our will on teams. I never felt like every time we lost a lead that we weren't going to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me get my guy in here. Got 4. Yeah. Let's get my man in here.
Knicks, we back, spotting up for the 3, or a quick pass behind your back. Block your man out the paint when you crash the balls. 5 seconds on the clock, so it's time to score. You better step up your game. There's no bigger place than the Garden. You officially on the biggest stage. Hit him with the cross or the fade away. Let him know it's not a game that you came to play. It's time to rep for the city. New York is the Mecca. Anybody come in our house, you gotta check them. Can't forget legends like Walt or King. PE in the paint or Starks from 3. Melo had the Garden rocking when he joined the team. The future looking right for our next regime. With our 2 cornerstones, RJ and Mitch, watching Knicks at night. New York Knicks. I keep hearing New York that and New York this. Nobody.
Yeah, add him to the stream. What's good, man?
What's
Can you hear
up,
me?
bro? Yeah, I can hear you good. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good, man. This is a whole nervous situation here, man. I
So,
never tried to do this shit on driving.
yeah.
So what's your thought on this game, man? Did you get a chance to watch the whole thing?
I didn't really see the first half because, like you, I was at work myself, but it was a close game. I guess the first half, the Knicks pulled away. Second half, it's like the Knicks. It seems like the Knicks always turn up their defense in the second half. You
Yeah.
know, so I like that. I think remember before last year, third quarter was crucial for us because we used to always come out lackadaisical in the third quarter. You know, and it seems like and then in crunch time we always used to have bad turnovers. When Fizdale was the coach, it seems like this year second half the Knicks come out more focused. I don't know what Tom Thibodeau will be telling them at halftime, but they seem to come out more hungrier in the second half.
Yeah, did you feel like we had the lead was like in danger? Did you feel like we were in danger of losing this game at any point?
No, not at all because I know this year is just like they instill so much confidence. The coach still much confidence in the team, and the team is still confidence in the fans now. And the fans expect us to, at least come back, even if we lose them by a lot. We expect a dogfight at the end of the game, no matter what. So yeah, man, I think the Knicks and the Knicks fans have a lot of confidence in their team this year. We feel like we could beat any team, and we could be in any game this year.
No doubt about it, man. Yo, if you just look at Toronto's box score,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm looking, with like my eyes all over the place right now. But
All right,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna check it
Siakam
out.
had 26, Van Fleet had 27, and Onobi he had 27. So if I
Yeah,
told you that, like you would never know that you would never think that the Knicks had a chance to win that game.
right. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's sometimes I don't like the way the Knicks play defense. I don't. It's like they suck in a lot when people drive to the rim, and they seem like they
Yeah,
always seem to be like a step too far away from the 3-point shooters. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of
yeah,
times I be thinking like, why are they playing defense? So it's like they giving up the three. It's like they giving up the three, I'm just worried that if a really hot team plays us, then we could get blown out. But it don't seem to be happening unless they switch up their defense in the last 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they play defense like that for the first 3 quarters, but then in crunch time they switch up their whole defensive scheme.
yeah. Well, with the thing that always scares me too. But the thing with the Knicks defense is that, we're forcing guys to shoot 3-pointers that we want them to shoot.
Right.
And they're not necessarily shooting like rhythm threes. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times they are, man, but they're working so hard just to get open. Having to fight through our defense. That when they do finally get a 3-point shot, it's more like a anxiety three.
Right.
They're getting a lot of anxiety looks at the three. But I mean, good 3-point shooting teams are going to take advantage of that every once in a
Yeah.
while. But I guess they figured, yo, Whoever feel like they're gonna get hot, let them get hot. But we can live with that. But
Right.
I mean, like, we let all their guys score 27. They all scored 27 points.
Yeah, that was
26,
crazy.
27, and 27,
Yeah, you
and then
had
we
three.
locked down everybody else.
Right. Yeah, like you said, Siakam, Anobi, Van Fleet. Like, yeah, if you would have told me that day three had 27, I would have told you the Knicks lost that game, that we was getting killed by their three main guys. But like they're not even their three main guys because Kyle Lowry only scored 4 points though. Even though they had how Kyle Lowry only scored 4 points. I don't so that was good defense to lock him down. He's really the heart and soul of their team, really. Kyle
Yeah,
Lowry.
definitely. The other kid too that they got from Portland, they locked him down pretty much too. He wasn't able to get
Oh, Gary
picking himself
Trent.
off.
You
Yeah,
talking
Gary
about?
Trent.
Yeah.
These are all guys that we're supposed to be like, trying to get in the offseason. Gary Trent, Lowry, all these different guys that a lot of people are saying that we need to like focus on them to get them on the Knicks, and the Knicks are just locking those guys up.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
man. It was a good game, man. So that's 9 in a row for the Knicks. I know the Knicks fans are very excited right now. Um, I'm excited, man. Like, how far do you think this could go, man? We got who's up next on Monday? Who we playing next on Monday?
Well, I have no idea. I'm short. I'm like short with my technology right now.
Okay, so I'll do all the technology for you. All right. So Monday we playing the Phoenix Suns.
Okay, Phoenix. All right. Well,
Yeah,
that's a team too, man. That they're point guard heavy. Are they? Is everybody healthy? Is Booker healthy?
yeah. I think Booker is healthy.
Okay.
They
Well, I
were
mean,
they,
yeah,
No, they're a good team, but like I said, the one thing that always keep us in the game, like I think you were saying earlier, is the defense. Like, no matter how good a team is, like we're still what we're number three now as far as defense in the NBA.
yeah. On
Yeah,
paper.
on paper. Yeah, so I think once you have defense, you always have a chance to be in the game. So there's no team, that's really gonna dominate us like that. If we do beat the Suns, that would be number 10. I think we should be able to beat the Bulls and the Rockets. So then you got 10, 11, 12. I think we could go for 12 in a row, man. What you think, man?
Yo, I want to sweep the rest of the season. How about that? You know what I'm saying? As a competitor, you want to win every single game. You don't want to say, "Oh, we're gonna lose that game. We're gonna lose that game." Like
Right.
you never say that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I
Exactly.
just, I want to win all these games. But truthfully, like we play a team like Phoenix, like that's another thing too. Like a lot of fans are saying, "Oh man, we got a hard schedule at the end." I'm looking at the schedule. What's so hard about the schedule coming up? Like
Yeah.
we got Denver. They got the Clippers and they got the Suns. Okay, who else? Oh, the Lakers too. Who else is really
Oh,
there
wait.
that's gonna kill us?
We play the Grizzlies after the Rockets. That could be 13 in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. Definitely, and then like a team like the Suns, I'm not really afraid of because they're similar to Toronto.
Mhm.
They're similar to all the teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
So like if we can if Chris Paul goes off on us, what I'm saying. Because I mean, who had 19? Oh, Luca had like 19 assists the other day. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So like if Chris Paul dominates the game and gets 19 assists, who's to say that we still can't win that game?
I see. You're right. I think what you do is you let Chris Paul dominate the game and you just lock down everybody else.
Yeah, don't let the bum score.
Right. Yep. You make
Yeah,
sure you make sure that Devin Booker is gonna get his, of course, because he's gonna take a lot of shots. But
right.
everybody else, you gotta lock them up. Besides Chris Paul and Devin Booker, you gotta make sure none of those guys, get off.
Yeah. One thing the Knicks haven't done too all year, they haven't really let like star players get off really, like say for 40-point or 50-point games like that this year.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't, we kind of keep the guys around their averages for the most part, and then we just lock down the bumps. So I feel like any team that we face, we're definitely gonna have a shot at, man. So I want to run the gauntlet, bro. You got to run the gauntlet.
Yo, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think. All right, to be realistic, I mean, of course, we want the Knicks to sweep the rest of the season,
Yeah.
but if we was to be more realistic, I would say one, two, three, maybe only 3 or 4 losses for the rest of the season.
I got that
Yeah,
because we have 11 games now, right? 11 games
yeah,
left.
yeah. Hmm.
And so I mean that's definitely realistic. Losing 4 games, and what's the math on that? Seven wins and 11 losses. I'm just gonna be 4 losses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see us doing that. Yeah, okay,
Wow.
well, what's the record gonna be though? Right now, what's our record right now?
Our record right now is 34-27.
Damn. So 40 wins, 41 wins this year.
Yeah,
Wow, man.
we could get 40
Man,
wins.
I can't believe that, man. And like I mean, in the beginning of the season, I feel like at the beginning of the season, people got the same energy, even though we're winning. People got the same energy, like we're gonna lose every single game that we play. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, like I think it's time. Like me and my guy, Big Ja.
Hmm.
We always talking about bandwagon fans and stuff like that, right? So, right now the bandwagon, even for our own fan base, is closed, man. Like if you're a Knicks fan, you gotta freaking go freaking hard, man. These guys are winning. They're for real. We have a possibility to get 40 wins this year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like if you're gonna cheer for the team, you need to get on it now. Don't wait till they gotta do it again. They gotta do it again. They gotta get this. They gotta get that. Yo, if they beat the Suns, then yo man, they got 9 games in a row, man. You can't fake 9 games in a row.
Right.
So right now is definitely the time to really get up on it and start cheering for these guys, man.
Right. Exactly, man. I mean, I love every time the Knicks win, man. For my enjoyment, for the fans' enjoyment, we deserve it. And for also, Las Vegas, they always bet against us, say we're gonna have a losing season. They made it seem like we was gonna lose every game after All-Star break. First of all, they didn't even believe we was gonna do as good as we did. Then come All-Star break, they're like, "No, that was luck." They had it like we was gonna lose like at least 70% of our games after the All-Star break. So
Yeah,
I love.
I mean,
Go
yeah, the
ahead.
whole season can't be luck, right?
right, right, absolutely not. So man, it's yo. What if I mean it's a possibility we might be able to go as high as number 3. That would be great.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, who's in front of us right now? Somebody they gotta have injuries. I think well the Nets they've been injured. Who else is in front of us? I know we got the Bucks and we got 76ers.
Yeah. So
Right.
really, yeah. When I let me check the standings. Right, the standings. When you look at it, really the Bucks. I don't know about the Nets and the 76ers, but I think we could catch the Bucks.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Damn, man, what a freaking year that would be, man.
we definitely could catch the Bucks. We like maybe like 3.5 games away from the Bucks
Right.
for the third spot. Yeah, 3.5 games.
Yeah, man. So the conversation is gonna have to switch to, what are we gonna do for the playoffs, man? We're gonna have to start like doing some meetups like we was doing in the beginning of this season and last season. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking about playoff meetups, bro.
It's gonna happen for sure, man. I'm excited, man. I'm gonna go to a couple of games. We could meet up, watch the game anyway. I'm gonna film for Knicks at Night TV. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a long time coming that we had a playoff atmosphere in New York for the New York Knicks. So we got to enjoy it while it's here this year, especially everything that we went through with the pandemic and everything. So hopefully, we could go out have a good time. We didn't make the bubble last year. So this year we in there, man.
Yeah, I was telling the guys on Twitter, man. We was making podcasts when there was nothing to talk about, man. So
Yeah,
we're for real fan base, man. So guys, if you're not on the bandwagon by now, man, then you don't deserve to be here with us. This is really really sweet. Like it can't be understated. 9 wins in a row. Playoff push. This is an amazing time, man.
all right, really quick. A couple of things I wanted to touch on. What I'm starting to notice is Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and Derrick Rose, and when Alex Burke, when he comes back, I feel like those are going to be our main go-to like scorers. Those four for the playoffs. I feel like the ball is going to probably be in Burke's hand, Derrick Rose, Randle, or RJ Barrett. I think those are going to be our 4 main guys that's going to have the ball in crunch time and everything like that. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm really worried about Burks because we haven't really heard much about him. So I'm assuming the kid, that he got COVID and shit, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of worried about him. So I mean, like outside of him coming back, I just want him to be healthy and shit. But when he does come back, add him into the mix. I hope. It also takes him a long time to get himself together too. Because
Mm-hmm.
the beginning of the year he was averaging like 20 for his first 3, and
Right.
then it took him like when he finally came back, it took him I want to say like damn near like 10 games for him to come back, to what he was doing before.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so I'm kind of worried about that. But if he can kind of come back right before the season ends, maybe like the last 5 games or so,
Mm-hmm.
then we can carry that into the first round, possibly win a first round series. You know what I'm
That,
saying? Then by the time we get to that second round, if Alec Burks can get his feet underneath him, then then now you're talking about Cinderella shit, because I mean
Yeah.
Miami did it last year, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I said, man. I want the team to go into the playoffs hot because you never know what could happen when you're on a 15-game winning streak or 14-game winning streak. Right now the other teams may be better than you, but you're the hottest team right now, and you just have so much confidence in yourself that you don't care if they got Kevin Durant, James Harden, LeBron James. You just have so much confidence that you feel
Oh
you
my,
could.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So one thing I want to talk about that the Raptors started doing in the second half that I think we should look out for the playoffs is that did you notice that they started double teaming Julius Randle as soon as he got the ball, like at the top of the key and on top of the 3-point line. And
Yeah.
for the playoffs, you just got to watch out. Teams might try to use that strategy against the Knicks. Take the ball out of Julius Randle's hand anytime he try to score, he try to ISO. So for that, Julius Randle just got to make a quicker decision. As soon as he get the ball, see the double team coming, he got to swing it really quick and cut to the basket. That's another thing. When teams like double team you, right? And then you pass the ball really quick, they turn around and they scramble to go back to find a man. So as they scrambling, you don't just pass the ball and then call for it back. You pass the ball, when they turn around scrambling, you cut to the basket, you could get a wide open layup. There's a couple of ways you could attack double teams, So you could do it that way. You pass the ball, cut to the basket, and try to get it back. Or what you could do is when a double team come, right, you split right down the middle. You go between the two defenders. And now when you split the two defenders, you have a 5-on-3. You have 5 versus 3 because you passed the two people that was double teaming you. Now you have a 5-on-3. So that's another way you could do it. Also, the guy that's running, the second guy that comes at you. This is what I usually do when you play basketball, right? When they try to double team you, the guy who's the most aggressive, who's coming at you, you attack him. So let's say you already got one guy guarding you and the guy's running towards you. He's coming a little bit out of control. So you go straight at him, you get by him, and the same thing will happen for you. You have a 5-on-3. So just, hopefully they have a good strategy to offset when teams try to double team Julius Randle and get the ball out of his hands.
That's good analysis, man. That's why I like talking to you, man, because you actually play the game, so you can give that perspective. Well, I'm gonna use Atlanta as an example. That Atlanta game, they were basically doing that. They were trying to cut Randall's legs from underneath him and whatever, and then the Knicks, they kind of were just stuck. Nobody was moving.
Right.
It was just Randall and 4 guys. The rest of the 4 guys is painting the walls of the court and whatever. These guys don't know how to freaking drive, man. But so that's what they were doing. But like in the beginning of the season, it was the zone defense. Everybody kept doing zone and stuff. But
right.
with Tom Thibodeau, he was able to get the guys to break that. So I'm hoping that like down the stretch of the season that they'll keep trying to do that, and then we'll just figure out a way to just ice that. So teams don't feel comfortable that they can just simply just do one little trick and they're gonna nullify what the Knicks do.
Right, exactly. I mean, I forgot what the Knicks record is with Derrick Rose, but it seems like he's a good leader, and ever since he's been here, Julius Randle trust him, and it's kind of like he's kind of having the effect that remember when 2000 excuse me remember 2013 when Jason Kidd and Carmelo, how Jason Kidd was able to break Carmelo Anthony out of his mode and tell him when to be a decoy, when not to be a decoy, to be So I feel like this year, like Derrick Rose is kind of like taking on the Jason Kidd role, when in 2013. He's leading the team, taking the players underneath his wings, giving them guidance, and and instilling confidence in them. So hopefully,
I agree with that.
Hopefully Derrick Rose will be a great addition to help us, like you said, get into the second round. See, how it's crazy how our expectations worked, right? Beginning of the year, we was like 500. 500 is good. 500 is good. Hopefully we could creep into the playoffs. Maybe we could be a playing team. Then we went from being a playing team, like, forget that, man. We want to get the 4th seed. We want to get the 5th seed. Now we're talking about, man, we could win in the first round. We're trying to go to the second round, So expectations get higher and higher.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, after we get that second one, we're gonna be like, "Yo, we're gonna win the fucking championship. we're gonna take the whole thing." You know what I'm saying?
Right. You never know,
anything
man.
is possible.
With injuries, and we being the hottest team, it's possible, man. New York, we be going crazy. Even if we lose, just the fact that we got to the championship with this team will be crazy.
We're missing Mitchell Robinson too, by the way.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
we might get Mitchell Robinson by the second round. He doesn't really need like a lot of time to catch up. So if he comes back, that might be just in time for us to finish the next guy.
Right.
And then we beat the second, then we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and now we talk about, I mean, at that point, anything can happen really at that point, man. So I mean, it is crazy to think about. We definitely getting way ahead of ourselves, but
Yeah.
why not?
Why not?
Why not talk about
Why
it?
not? And the good thing about if you do that, in the off season, free agents are going to want to jump on that bandwagon. Oh, the Knicks are hot. Yeah, I want to join them now. Now you want to join us, right? But last year you didn't want to join us, right?
Yeah.
Now I guarantee you this summer will be totally different than last summer.
Yo, speaking of which, man, like I mentioned it a little earlier, bandwagon fans. There's no such thing as bandwagon fans in New York, man. Like if you wasn't a fan of the Knicks up until now, don't wait till we start winning to be like there is no wait and see that for you to win or not. It's just like straight up, you're just not allowed to be a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? We got to call everybody out because we know exactly who they are. Because we are the pulse of the fan base. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't you can't just come out the woodwork now, man. It's too late for that shit.
You had a couple guys just like Max Kellerman. He jumped off the bandwagon. He went to the Lakers. I know one of my friends. Ever since I know him, he was a Knicks fan, right? I remember him had the Nate Robinson jersey and all of that stuff. All of a sudden, for the past 6 years, he's talking about he's a Warriors fan. He's a Steph Curry fan. He's a Warriors fan. I said, bro, when we was growing up, you was a Knicks fan. Why are you trying? Like, just because the Warriors became a good team, now you want to say you're a Warriors fan. So now when the Knicks get good again, don't say, remember you're a Warriors fan. Don't come back to the Knicks, all right? Remember you're a Warriors fan.
Yeah, Knicks fans been taking care of guys, man. What's the name? Michael Rappaport can't come back.
Yeah, man.
Even exactly. Spike Lee. To me, Spike Lee is out of here. To me, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw him at the Guardian the other day giving guys pounds and stuff. I mean, like to me, he's done, man. I mean, like after that tirade, whatever, the little hissy fit he had because he couldn't go through a certain entrance, and then he said he's gonna give the Knicks a timeout. Like, you can't do that. There's no such thing, man. Like we all got issues with the Knicks one way or another, man. But when it don't wait till we start winning again and start coming back to the Garden and talking about give me high fives and all that shit.
Right. That whole Spike Lee thing to me was kind of I don't know the whole story about it, but it just sounded to me like he sounded a little privileged to me. Like I'm Spike Lee. I'm used to going this way. How dare you tell me no? You know what I'm saying? So to me, right. I'm not one of the guys that's thinking like, oh my God, James Dolan is a jerk. How could he do that to Spike Lee? I'm just thinking like, who knows? Maybe the rules change. Like if he tell you don't go through this way, that's only for employees. Then you don't go through that way. Like what's the big deal?
Yeah, I mean, like this celebrity, they made like this fancy area for them to come in because they want to pamper them when they come in. You know what I'm saying? They want to give them the red carpet. But Spike Lee, he wants to come through the back way where the security guards and everybody else comes through. He's like, they say, yo, Spike, just go to the other exit. You'll see when you get over there. Right. You know what I'm saying? The security guards are not like, they're not doormen. They're not greeters. You know what I'm saying? They're security guards. So they're not going to greet you with like, hey, Spike, how you doing? They're going to be like, yo, Spike, just go to the other door.
Right.
That's their job.
Yeah, but some people feel entitled. Oh, I've been here for doing this for years. How dare you? When you get stuck in your ways, people don't like change. So, but I'm just mad that he ran to ESPN and ran to Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith as soon as it finished happening. That's kind of like betrayal. Like you trying to throw dirt on your team's name and your organization's name as soon as it happened. He could have tried to have a little meeting with Dolan one-on-one instead of running to the media.
Yeah, and then running to the enemy. He knows damn well as being a Knicks fan all these years that ESPN is the enemy. He went straight to Stephen A. Smith's lap. You know what I'm saying? And right in between them, and was like, I want to keep it like, PG, but he was right between them, just freaking like, going for his with them, man. So, I mean, we definitely got to keep checking these guys. We can't allow them to take the face of the Knicks, just give it to them so easily, man. We can't allow them to do that.
Right. Absolutely.
All right. So what's your last thoughts on today, man? The 9-game winning streak. We beat Toronto.
Yeah, I'm very excited, man. Like I said, I already had my my analysts on the game, and as far as what to look for, as far as defense goes, and guarding Julius Randle for the playoffs. It's just Knicks fans can walk around now with their head high. I remember, going to my job last year, and everybody know I'm the main Knick fan, and they always had jokes and this and that. This one guy was talking to me today, right? He was like, "Man, it's crazy, man. The Knicks are doing so good. You never know. Maybe we could win it and go to the second round. I said, we? Now it's we.
We?
He started laughing.
Just like that.
Yeah, because last year he was talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets, you know. Last year he was like, yeah, because he told me that Kyrie Irving was like related to him somehow, like through marriage. So he was the main one telling me, yeah, don't worry, D. Kyrie Irving is going to the Knicks. Kyrie Irving is going to the Knicks. Then Kyrie Irving ended up going to the Brooklyn Nets. So then he seemed to start shifting towards the Brooklyn Nets last year. And now when I just recently talked to him, he said, we. I said, we? Remember, I thought you was a Nets fan. He started laughing. Laughing.
You can't let guys forget about that, man. As soon as they say it, like, we, and they just start laughing. It's just like belly laugh, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to take that shine from us, man. We're the real, diehard fans, man. So, we've been through all the pain and shit like that. So, now it's time for us to reap the benefits of it. And you're not going to take that shine. You're not going to shine with us, man. Get out of here with that.
Let's go rewind. Let's do a flashback. I wish I could do a flashback of last year when I said that Julius Randle was going to be an all-star and everybody was clowning me. I mean, he wasn't an all-star last year, but I saw the potential in him, and what he could do with the Knicks. And I remember your boy Make Knicks Great Again. He was like, "Oh, Julius Randle, that's the most ridiculous take I've ever heard in my life." Like you said, Julius Randle could average 24 points, 25 points. That's impossible. You say he's going to be an all-star. I just remember taking all that laugh. And then this year, he proved me right. That's why I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the growth that he did. I'm glad he worked on his game. He worked on his body. He's been holding up too, because you see he gets a lot of knicks-knacks here and there, but he comes and he plays the next game. One of the things I was saying, I was just watching the game after the Knicks game, the Bucks and the Sixers. I see Joel Embiid wasn't playing because of shoulder. So all I have to say is that, listen, a lot of these teams ahead of us, like the Bucks, I don't know about the Bucks, but especially the 76ers and the Nets, their star players have these knick-knack injuries that, we could end up, going far, like you said, because if they don't have their whole team, like so far, besides Mitchell Robinson, he's not really one of our star players, but, like I said, as long as Julius Randle, Alex Burks, R.J. Barrett, and Derrick Rose stay healthy, we have a fighting chance.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Definitely. I'm about to make the turn onto to the 59th Street Bridge, so we're definitely gonna get cut off there.
All right, no problem, man. Yo, it was good talking to you, man. And I guess we're gonna do this again on Monday, probably, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let me do this, man. I'm doing this on my phone and stuff, so I got to put that up there. That's D-Trav from Knicks Tonight TV. You know what I'm saying? You guys can follow him on YouTube and also Instagram and stuff like that. Me and him both post stuff. So get out there and just like, share, and subscribe, man. There's a lot more people out there than just the 1-2 guys. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta widen your horizons, man. You know
exactly. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget, hit the notification bell so you can see it every time we upload. That's most important.
Oh, you getting fancy now. Hit the bell, baby.
No, because one of my guys came up to me the other day and he was just like, yo, what happened to Knicks Tonight TV? I said, what you mean? I'll be posting all the time. He said, oh, I don't be getting them. I said, oh, you gotta hit the notification bell, man. I'll be posting all the time.